Constantine, King Louis the 13th. This guy.
This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahushua. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded, and if in anything you be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal even this unto you.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this backs up what Elder Tar said. This is 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, the 6th verse. It says, "In these things, brethren, I have in a figure transferred to myself and to Apollos for your sakes, that ye might learn in us not to think of men above that which is written, that no one of you be puffed up for one against another." So basically, the scripture explains itself,
This is just to throw it out there, Galatians 5:25. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. Right? So basically, like all that stuff, that's, who this guy is, this, and I think I'm this guy. That's all vainglory. So if you're really in the spirit of Yahushua, man, you ain't dealing with that.
That was a big thing that went on at the main school, man. And all those guys that said that they were Paul and said that they were this guy and said that they were that guy, all them guys are out of there, man.
In the world.
Yeah, this is real quick. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 4. Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, so do. So basically, which is in faith, so do. Because what does it matter who we were back then? It matters what you're doing right now. That's why Paul said, they said, forgetting those things that were behind us and looking forward to those things which are ahead. Because remember, the scriptures say that if you go off and you become wicked, all your righteousness that you did will not be remembered. All those righteous works you did will be done and gone away. So that don't matter. It matters what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I got a scripture. This is the book of, Philippians 4:8. It says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things." So you know who a guy was in the past. What does that got to do with edification? What does that got to do with this knowledge? So
yeah, because you don't know who you are, man. Most High didn't bring all these things to your remembrance. All right. Now I'm gonna go to this scripture right here, 1 Corinthians the 3rd chapter, the first verse on down. "And I, brethren," this is Paul speaking, "I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal." You got a lot of guys that think that they're deep, that they think that they're super spiritual, and they're not. "Even as unto babes in the Lord, I have fed you with milk and not with meat, for hitherto you were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able to, neither yet now are ye able to bear it." All right? "For ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men?" 4th verse. "For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, and are ye not carnal?" Because you had guys that were following Paul. You had guys that were following Apollos. You had guys that were following Peter. And that's why Paul had to set the record straight. It says at 5th verse, "Who then is Paul?" This is Paul speaking now. "Who then is Paul and who is Apollos? But ministers by whom ye believe, even as the Lord gave to every man. I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. All right? Now let me jump down. I don't want to read the whole thing. Bear with me for 1 minute. Just lost the page. Hold it, Mike.
Yeah. So basically, just letting you know that it's not about man. It's about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's who the glory belongs to. We're just vessels that the Lord used to propagate His word or bring His word out and teach it.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down to the 12th verse. You should read the whole chapter. The whole chapter is good. I'm going to jump down to the 12th verse. It said, now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. That mean, you know what that's talking about? That's talking about the fruit that you bring in. All right? Well, it's talking about the fruit of the people that you bring into this thing. All right? And what you go through. So now, when you bring in these different people, there might be wishy-washy guys. There might be strong guys. There might be guys that bring in other fruit. All right? So that right here, what we're reading is talking about some of these guys that came in as fruit. They're going to be tried by fire. The fire is what? When these missiles come. If they ain't right, they're going to be burnt up, whether they're your fruit or not. Because if that fruit is hay or stubble, they're going to be burnt up. Gold is going to be cleansed. Silver is going to be cleansed. Precious stone is going to be cleansed. All right, 15. If any man's work shall be burnt, because that's your work in the Lord when you gather these fruit. All right? It says, if any man's work shall be burnt, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved. Why? Because he's of the elect. Let's say you do this work and you get all your fruit, and all your fruit is stubble, and it all burns. So what? You're still going to be saved. Because that goes back to what you read in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, and the 2nd chapter too. Go out and teach this word to Israel, whether they hear or forbear. Your job is to put the word out, man. Whether they accept it or not, that's not on you. The blood's off your hands. Like I said before, a lot of you guys think this is it's something to do. It's like the new thing to do. It says, the 16th verse, know ye not that ye are this temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? Then it goes on, if any man defile the temple, that's talking about when you eat pork, when you eat processed sugar and shit like that, when you do shit to mess up your body. Because you got to take care of the temple of the Most High. All right?
Yeah, the dog cigarettes. Well, there's no. People say, well, look, man, why we can't smoke weed? Hey, man, weed and cigarettes can go under that too. Okay, when you smoke weed, that messes up you taking smoke in your body. That messes up your lungs, and that shit goes to your brain and messes your brain up. Cigarettes causes cancer. That's it. You drop dead when you smoke cigarettes. You defiling the temple of the Lord. It tells you that on the box. So that's the scripture to prove that you're not supposed to smoke anything. Cigarettes, weed, etc. That's the scripture to prove you're not supposed to smoke crack and do drugs because it destroys your body, man. Yeah.
And basically it's common sense, man. You shouldn't need a scripture to say thou should not smoke crack. You should know. You should fucking know that already, man. But that's why the Most High gives you, like the scriptures say, the Most High give you over to your devices, man. And that crack and them drugs end up messing you all up, man. You should know by nature, man.
I got a quick precept too, again, in Galatians 1 and 10. To back up what Elder Tahar said, you got a lot of guys out there, man, that are just phony, And like the Spirit always getting me to say, it's not talking about the brothers that's sincere. All you brothers that are sincere, that are really about this thing, there's just people around, man, that may just be doing this thing because it's something to do, the new fad, you know. Galatians 1 and 10. For do I now persuade men or the Most High? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Yahushua. So you understand that we got your own salvation. You know what I mean? And our job, like Elder Tahal said, is to teach, push out this word. You brothers out there that's teachers, your job is to teach, push out this word and nothing more, man.
Gather the elect.
Yeah, that's right. Gathering. Well,